Oh, I guess this is. Oh, okay. I think we're recording. Okay.
Okay, think that's it. Got to go to the center of the shooting box. Roll from thighs in, run the backs of the thighs and the pelvic floor. Roll to the forward edge of the sit bones and root down there. Trying to stay coming up, we'll lift in the central channel, release the inner legs to the inner knees. Bring your hand behind you, two cup hands, press on your support, and then lift the side body up from the outer hips to the armpits, keeping the hips rooted down and the inner legs releasing down to the inner knees. Find a reverse feet in the armpit chest, back of the armpit to the front of the armpit up, and then find the inner edge of the shoulder blades and draw those down, and not pinch the shoulder blades together. So broaden the shoulder blades towards the outer edges of the back and bring your hands back down. Easier to do when you bring your hands back here. Yeah, maintain the lift, root down. Shoulders over the hips, ears over the shoulders, lift your head, soften your gaze. Lift the base of the skull, lift it off the back of the neck. Send the eyes looking down, closed. Take a few breaths here. Begin to lengthen the breath and deepen the breath. Send the breath all the way down to the pelvic floor. There's no lungs down there. Just imagine you're sending the energy down. Getting rooted as you do so. Let the weight settle into the seat. Observe the diaphragm pushing down about an inch as you inhale and spreading it out to the front, sides, and back. Observe the lower ribs as they expand and they move out and lift up a little bit to create that space for the diaphragm. As you inhale and as you exhale, the diaphragm goes back to that open umbrella shape up under the ribs. And then observe the side ribs with thoracic breath. So feel the ribs expanding as you inhale, side and back, and then releasing as you exhale. Diaphragm moves down, lower ribs expand, middle, back ribs expand, and then the top chest, third part of the breath. Right, sternum and clavicles move into the skin and roll up towards the chin. And then as you exhale, it's a slow letting go. The inhale is creating space for the breath to come in. And this happens naturally, but we can accentuate it by creating a little more space and allowing a little more air in. And then releasing slowly. Going down the breath creates the resonance breathing that's beneficial for the nervous system, quieting, stilling the mind and nervous system. Settling in. Under our opening chant, calm response. So bring your hands, thumbs to sternum, press the sternum with the thumbs, side of the thumbs, and lift bottom to top. Find your upper arm bones and lift them up a little bit towards your ears, and then roll them back a little bit towards the back body, and maintain them a little bit back. Find the shoulder blades and slide them down and bring them onto the back, and maintain broadness in the top chest, the front and back. And we'll do Om together and calm response in the chant. So take a deep breath in for Om. Om. Sahana Bhavatu.
Sahana Bhavatu.
Sahana Bhavatu.
Sahana Bhavatu.
Saviryam
Saviryam
Karavamai. Jasvi
Tejasvi
Navadidam
Navadidam
Astuma
Astuma
Vidvishavahai
Vidvishavahai
Om Take a deeper breath and lift your heart. And then as you exhale, release your head over forward and release your hands down to your thighs and pause here for a few breaths. Soften the front of the throat. Draw the trachea, the windpipe, towards the back of the neck, following the front of the throat. Draw the sides of the throat back towards the back of the neck and base of the skull. And release the muscles at the back of the neck and the base of the skull as you curl the chin in towards the notch of the clavicles. In Jalandhara Bandha, the throat seal, stimulating Purna chakra, that minor tortoise chakra, which assists in the withdrawal of the senses, as we do in bridge and shoulder stand. Open your eyes and let the energy of your brain, eyes, and other senses descend into your heart center. Coming out of your thinking brain into your sensing and feeling body. Keep a sense of yourself emanating from your heart center, not just at the front, but also at the back and the sides. And then with your eyes closed on an inhale, slowly curl up the back of your neck and bring the ears up over the shoulders. And then relax and broaden the shoulders. And with your eyes closed, raise your gaze so that when you do open your eyes, you're looking straight ahead. But keep softening the eyes and move the eyes to the back of the head. Drop the tailbone, drop the lower back down towards the buttocks. And then as though you're looking ahead in the back of your skull, and allow your eyelids to gently float open. Go ahead and stand your legs. And then come to Adho Mukha Virasana, the back of your neck, your toes together, knees apart. Anything else you think any support that you can learn? Bring the back of the mat and go into the forward bend, and then the down dog and so on. And let your weight settle in your legs. Compress and decompress and inflate. So it's big toes together, knees apart, forward bend. You're on the forward. Yeah. Take a couple of breaths, shoulders over the hips, ears over the shoulders. Let your weight descend into your seat. Let your seat descend into your hips. Let your energy descend in this pose, which is also called rock pose. It's very solid, foundational earth pose, right? Earthbound. So step into that earth element in your legs. But then we'll move a little bit in the pelvis and the water will be there, air, and so on. So you tilt the pelvis forward in between the stability of the legs, which ideally don't move, right? Just the pelvis and the torso. And the arms, bring the hands down. And spread the palms well. And push down into your hands and forward into your fingers to activate this upward energy coming up out of that. Right? So it's not just pushing down, but it's also lifting up out of that. Spiral with elbows, look behind your elbows. Spiral those, yep, as much as you can, any amount, right? Any amount. And roll, as you do that, roll to the inner edge of the fingers and the outer edge of the thumbs. And push. And firm the triceps right above the elbow joint. Find that energy and squeeze into the bone. And like you're wrapping the muscles around the bones. And as you push down and forward, feel how the butt stays down in the heels. Tailbone right in toward the pubis, so the lower back lengthens. Shimmy the frontal hip points down in between the thighs and walk a little more forward. And shimmy the lower ribs down in between the thighs, not to overly extend the arm. Keep the outer edge of the upper arm connected to the outer edge of the shoulder blade along the outer edges of your torso. And then as you come down, tuck your chin again in towards your clavicular notch. Elongate the back of the neck, take the base of the skull away from the top of the neck without dropping the heavy head down. So look here, Fernanda. So the chin up, back of the neck long, just like the rest of the spine. Yes, don't lower the head too much. Yeah, tuck your chin more. Tuck your chin. Yes, there you go. And maintain that, and then imagine someone is gently pressing your shoulder blades deeper onto your back to take the armpit chest closer to the ground. And then eventually you can bring the head down at the hairline. Pulling the skin of the forehead towards the nose, and if you're very far from the ground, you can take support of a block or a blanket, whatever you would like, and observe your arms right at the shoulder blades, right? So rather than overextending the arms, maybe draw the arms a little bit back more, so you're not overly reaching, and wrap the shoulder blades around the outer edges back, drop them. Yes, but no, don't drop your arms, just your shoulder blades, yeah, so wrap the upper arms. Especially this one. Yeah. Here, yeah, and this way. And relax your arms, just yes, yes. And try to sit right here. Yes, yes, yes. No, don't do that. They brought, yeah. Go here. Here, soften. And breathe into the back body. And soften and spread the skin of the back. Try a little bit longer. So you have space. Observe your breath and open the back body. Yeah. With the shoulders better.
Yeah.
Okay, and then picking up on the hands, knees will go into Uttanasana, downward facing dog. In preparation to come up and do sun salutations, okay? So. And if you're happy there, you can stay longer. If you just got happy. Feel free to do that, always. So, coming the hands and knees when you're ready, and then, take your hands closer to the front edge of the mat, and spread the palms well. And push down with the hands forward into the fingers, just like we did, right? And push your body back a little bit towards your buttocks. So you're not hardening your wrist. Don't push down so much directly into this side of the hand. Push more forward into the base knuckles of the fingers, right? And sort of meet the mat with your hand, just like we did before. And then firm your arm muscles to your bones. Yeah, and your elbows more forward. Shoulder blades to the outer edges of the back. Push the buttocks back, look towards your feet. Let your head drop. Let your head drop. Let your head drop. Drop. Drop your head till it touches the ground. I'm exaggerating. Don't bend your elbows. Just don't hold the pose in your neck. Just drop your head. Let it hang. No neck action. Firm arms. Squeeze the elbows in and up. Yes. Turn your hands a smidgen out. Fernanda and Susan also. Turn your hands a smidgen out. A little bit, teeny bit out. Yes. And push. Yeah. And then curl the toes under, draw the outer ankles in. Look at your feet and push down. Try to get the balls of the feet down, Fernanda. The balls of the feet. Try to push, yes. Then push down, push forward, and lift your hips and knees up. Buttocks up. And then broaden again so that there's a tendency for the shoulders to pinch into the ears. So wrap the shoulder blades around the outer edges of the back. And then grip the elbow joints, right? With the tricep. Push down into the hands, forward into the fingers from the shoulder blades. See if you can get the top edge of the shoulder blade, find it deeper in, and take the lower front ribs towards the lower back ribs. And then widen the inner thighs right up by the pelvic floor and move those back towards the wall behind you and the outer hips. And as you do that, reach the heels back and down slowly, taking the outer edges of the heels towards the outer edges of the feet. And as the heels come down, lift the front leg up, lift the head of the shin bone up off the top of the foot, lift the inner ankle and outer ankle up to the inner and outer knee. And then lift the kneecaps up and press the thighs back, the whole circumference of the thigh back. And release the head down. Move wider front to back. In a minute. Move wider front to back. Yeah, well, no, it's that hands forward. Yeah, there you go. And then get the weight back in the legs as much as you can. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. And release the head. Good. Squeeze here. Squeeze. Press here. Press. Good. And then walk your feet forward, hands back, come to Uttanasana, standing forward. Okay, so you can widen and back leg squat. Turn the toes out. Bend the knees and come down and squat. Yeah, so when you turn the toes out, it's the same, it's not more than the knees, right? It's just enough so that the knees and toes are in the same height. Yeah, so instead of widening your feet so much, Fernanda, bring your toes a little more forward. Okay, and then widen your inner thighs and knees, any amount. Inner thighs and knees, inner thighs and knees, and widen you can go. This tight. Yes, that's tight. Little bit tight. Good. So take a blanket and put your heels on the blanket. Yeah, like Emily's doing. You got your heels up on the blanket, down the blanket. Yep. Yeah, and then you can bring your hands and bring your wrists and elbows in the line and push your knees out to the side. Like that, yes. That's kind of nice. And then drop the buttocks down, push your torso up. Leave the heels down, definitely. Yeah, and then press. These, yes, much better. Yes, and then lift the torso up as the buttocks descends down. Yes, now we're getting it. Very good. Okay, okay. Yeah. So you have more heat on the blanket. You can have this much of the foot on the blanket to lift. Yes. Better, right? Yeah, okay. So always do that until it's more comfortable to get your heels down. So then we'll come up into the standing forward bend, but before we do that, notice how this is Virasana forward, right? Just like we did before. It's a toes pointing back. Okay, it's a forward bend. Yeah, except the hamstrings aren't involved, right? So now we're gonna get the hamstrings and the calves and everything. Calves are a little bit involved here, but so now we go up. So as you go up, you can remove the blanket. Go back halfway. Knees out, Susan. Knees out, toes out. Knees wider, wider, knees wider. Yes. Torso again. Head touch the ground. Yes. There you go. Yes. Yes. Good. But it's yeah. Okay. Too much. On what part? Your legs. You do not. Okay. Okay. So then when you come up, you let your hips come down in between your thighs, just like you did in Virasana forward. And the torso down. And then you can come to your fingertips, head up a little bit, and bring your toes forward. And then with the toes forward, you can go toward the outer edge of the feet to widen the inner thighs and knees. Sometimes this is really what's tight. And then see if you can get the hips to come down in between the thighs. And then work on straightening. Slowly open the backs and knees, and slowly release the hamstrings up to the sitting bones and root down from the backs and knees to the heels and release the head. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. And then you can jog the feet in a little bit closer and stay there. And bend the knees and widen the inner thighs and release down again. Yeah. Widen here, wider. Don't widen your feet, just widen your inner thighs. Okay. Bend and widen. Yeah, and widen. Yes, and then widen more, wider. Yes, and then down. Okay, that's okay. Inner edge of the feet can come up. There's no law against it that I know of in New Jersey. Maybe in New York. Slowly, then, yeah. So you're exploring, you're playing instead of your gestalt and windows. Yeah, okay. Good. Yes, Fernanda. Yes. Can you feel that attacks a different area?
Yeah, and he goes to the bird.
Oh, interesting. So, and then you can continue to work on this wide here and lift this butt up. Yeah. Yes. Here. Yes. Okay, and then slowly bring your feet towards sit bone width distance. And toes point straight ahead, knees point straight ahead, and sort of explore bending, straightening, and releasing your torso down here. Bend, now bend, yeah, and release your head. Try not to hold it close to your neck. Have confidence in your legs and your waist to hold you up, right? And then slowly you have to release the waist. You want to get into a deeper forward bend. Can you lift this body up? Yeah. Okay. Does that maybe bother you or something? What? Yeah. No, like that. No. Okay, all right. I won't work you for too much longer. Now, come to your fingertips, head up, look forward. Square your knees, roll your sitting bones down, with your hamstrings up, pull your waist in. Hands to hips, head forward, look forward. Hands to hips, head up. Good. Come all the way up, buttocks down, feet up. Over lays down, arms down, right? So when you come up, try not to come as slow as you possibly can, okay? Because that's gonna make it harder, right? Not as fast as you possibly can either, right? There's a fine, right? So you're using your hamstrings and your buttocks to come up, right? And you're not like your head shouldn't be looking down because then your 12-pounder and all the energy associated with it is earthbound, right? So you want to come up using your eyeballs, your breath, And you lift your torso as a unit from your pelvis and hamstrings, right? Okay. So going to Tadasana, turn elbows and knees. Inner thighs back. Kneecaps lift. Elbows firm, fingers extend. Good. Yeah. Roll the inner thighs back. Right at the pubic, here. Here's your lift. Inner groin back. More. Like exaggerate inner groins back. Yes. And then maintain that as you gently bring your tailbone forward and release your buttock down. Right? A little bit. Okay. Now, heels the hands at the roots of the thighs. Roots of the thighs. Press back. Not your fingertips. Look. Heel in the hand. Press. Yeah. Now, maintain the roots of the thighs back. Soften your knees, Emily. Soften your knees. Oh. Bend. Just bend your knees then. Yeah, okay. And then press the thighs back and move the sacrum deeper in without engaging your gluteus maximus. Try to engage the ones below that. So you have the big butt, gluteus max, and then medius and minimus. Go a little deeper, closer to the bone, and then release your arms down. Okay. And find your inner knees and draw them up to your outer hips. Your inner knees point, your knees point straight ahead. So bend your knees just a little. Yes, left one especially. Yes. There you go. Good. And as you pull the arm down, lift the sides of the body up, like we did with pressing the fingertips down. And then ears over the shoulders, with the base of the skull, a little off the back of the neck, with the eyes being broad and soft. Turn a little to the left, Susan. Not just the head, but even the, yeah. Good. From the waist, from the thighs, from the elbows. Inhale, take your arms up without moving any other part of your body, just your arms. Yeah. Good. So we're Hastasana. Buttocks down to the heels, kneecaps up, pubic up, chest up, shoulder blades down. Armpit side of the arm up to the pinky side of the hand, thumb side of the arm down to the inner edge of the shoulder blades. Good. Take a breath and then exhale from all the way over to Uttanasana. Bring your hands down, bring your head down. Widen the backs of the thighs, widen the buttocks, follow the abdomen, and slowly open the backs of your legs. Head down. Good. Yeah. Good. Relax your back. Relax your back and let your head hold the spine and the rest of the torso down. Lift your right buttock up, Susan. Yeah, more. Right buttock, so left hip to right hip. And yeah, in there, let's see. Yeah, okay. All right, and then you can bring your right leg forward. I'm sorry, back. Oh. Good students. You're all thinking. Point your toe. Draw the outer ankle in. Press the top of the foot down, lift the knee up, and sink the left heel forward of the front foot as you reach the right leg back from the groin across the top of the knee to the top of the foot. Keep bringing the left knee forward of the toes. So the left knee forward of the toes. Yes, there you go. That's it. And then pressing into the fingertips, lift the torso upright as much as you can. Not just the chin, but the chest too. And then the left hip off the thigh. It's not going to go anywhere, but just have that idea. Okay, and then push back. So you have your left knee over your left ankle, high lunge on your left leg. Firm your abdomen towards your spine, firm your outer hips, pull your right toes under, and lift up high lunge on the right leg. Spiral the inner right leg up towards the ceiling. And extend from the inner groin to the inner heel. Firm the outer hips, firm the waist, look down towards your left foot, flat palm step out the great arch of the round. Push up, high push up. Inner thighs roll up to the ceiling. Extend back from your inner groin to your inner knee to your inner heels. Find your outer heels, pull them up to your outer shins, from your outer shins, from your kneecaps. And draw the outer knees to the outer hips, from the outer hips. And then find the whole side body and move it forward towards your hands. Yeah, good. And then exhale, gently lower your knees. And lift your buttocks. And spiral your inner elbows forward. Look here, Fernanda. Inner elbows forward. Turn your hands out of them. Yes. Good. Now bend your elbows back this way. And then move your chest, chin forward and down. Yes. Good. Then extend your legs back. And bring your elbows forward for Sphinx. Good. Cup on your elbows under your shoulders, spread your palms. And then one leg. Extend it towards the wall behind you and roll the thigh and the buttock out. And then do that on the other leg. Extend it, roll the buttock away from the sacrum, front thigh in. Okay, draw the outer ankles in, press the tops of the feet down with the kneecaps. Find your tailbone and press it down towards the pubic bone. So the bottom of the pubic bone is pressing down, and the legs extend back, the feet are on the ground. Don't lift the feet up, and lift the knees, press the feet down. Yeah. Now the elbows a little forward more, Fernanda, and in towards your body more. Yeah, forward more, elbows forward toward the front of your mat. Yes, very nice, you can pop up there. Yes, press the elbows down, lift the chest up. Good. Press the hips down, lift the elbows up. Straight elbows, shoulders down. Extend the legs back, coil the spine and look up. Take a breath. Good, and then lower down. Come back to your elbows. Keep extending your legs, pressing your hips down, especially at the lower part. Bring your hands back a little bit. And then keeping the shoulders back, roll up. Bend the knees. And come back to a little baby child pose for a moment. Lower back long, head down. Take a breath. And then on an exhalation, coming through hands and knees, curl the toes under, lift the hips up into downward facing dog. Couple of breaths. Inner groins back, outer hips back. Lift the kneecaps up. And then reach back with the outer heels toward the back of the mat and down. Spread the palms well, push into the hands and fingers, firm the elbow joints, wrap the shoulder blades around. Follow out from the inner groin back, outer hips back. And parallel the outer edges of the feet, heels out, Fernanda, turn the heels out more. Yep, good, that's it. And then inhaling, bring your right leg forward. And lower your back knee and down. Draw the outer ankle in, press the top of the foot down and lift the knee up. And as you do that, move the right knee already over the toes. And keep reaching back with that left leg. And you slowly sink the right knee more and more forward and gently lower the knee, left knee down. And press into the fingertips and coil the spine and then move up. And then push back, right knee over the right ankle. Belly to spine, firm the outer hips, look down to your foot, throw your left toes under, high lunge, stay here. Spiral the inner left leg up, extend from the inner groin to the inner heel, pull the outer foot back to the outer hip, firm the outer hips, firm the waist, especially the right outer hip, knee stays out, hip stays in, you can push off a little, okay? And then exhale, you can go, Uttanasana. Couple of breaths, broad buttocks, back to the thighs broad, abdomen hollow, head down, shoulders lift. Good. Coming up, head up, look forward. So you can take the arms out, or if you're feeling tight this morning, you can take the hands to hips to come up, and then inhale, take the arms up, Uttanasana. Good. And then, if that's, you just keep the arms down, it's too much. Yeah. And then, I'm sorry, exhale, just lower your arms. Not lost. Okay, and then we'll do the one more on the left. Okay, and we'll take your arms up. Uttanasana, and knees over. Uttanasana, inhale, step your left leg back. Knee down, go point, go lunge. Draw the outer ankle in, press the top of the foot down with the leg. Fire the inner thigh up. And reach the right knee forward as you extend the left leg back and lower down. Press into the fingertips and lift. Take a breath. Look down to your right knee. Push back. Right knee over the right heel. Pull the waist in, outer hips in, curl the left toes under. High lunge. Spiral that inner left leg up and extend through the inner foot. Push the inner heel back, outer heel to the outer hip. From the hips, from the waist, look down. Flat palm, step back. High lunge, high push up. Straight arm come around that. Inner legs roll up. Extend the inner legs to the inner feet, outer feet to the outer hips, from the outer hips. And then extend the side body forward. Yeah, as you pull the legs back at the same time. From the waist. Good, and then gently lower your knees. And lift your hips. Spiral your inner elbows forward, pull them back. Stick your butt out, and you move your chest, and then chin forward and down. And then extend your legs back. And extend your elbows forward, with the same. Extend and roll the thighs in, one by one. Draw the outer ankles in, feet down, knees up. And then find widen your inner thighs, don't pinch your inner thighs. And then take the tailbone down towards the pubic. And press that down as you lift up. Feel that lift, yeah? It was like locust with the feet on the ground. Now take your hands back a little bit. Lift and lower your shoulder, draw your shoulder blade down, press your hips down, reach your leg back, and move. Good, that's it. And then exhale, push back, you can go to that little baby child's pose. And then an exhalation. Through hands and knees, come up into down facing. Be there for a couple breaths. Good. Press the hands forward. Elbows in. Yep. Shoulder blades wrap around. Shoulder blades firm on the back. Buttocks up. Outer hips up. Inner groins back. Kneecaps lift. Straighten knees. Try to straighten your knees. Yes. Good. And as you lift the hips up, reach the heels back and down. And as you reach the heels back and down, take the heels out, Fernanda. Line with the outer edges. Yes. Yes, and lift the inner knees up to the inner groin, take the inner groin back, good. And then inhaling, bring the left leg forward. Lower the right knee, point the toe. Draw the outer ankle in, press the top of the foot down and lift the knee, extend. Spiraling that inner right thigh up, as you reach the left leg forward, and gently lower the right knee. And then press into the fingertips and lift. Good. And sink the left hip down, yeah, good, yeah. And then push back, looking down, left knee over the left ankle, high lunge on the left leg, pull the waist in from the outer hips, pull the right toes under. Spiral that inner right thigh up and extend it back to the inner heel. Firm the outer ankle and pull it to the outer hip. Firm the outer hip, firm the waist, firm the left outer hip. Keep the knee from traveling in, right? Keep the knee out, the hip in. You can push off a little and exhale, step up. Widen the buttocks away from the side of the sacrum, along the outer hips to the outer knees to the outer feet. And then lift the inner feet up to the inner knees, to the inner groins. Widen the inner groins, take those back. Release the torso down, lift the shoulder blades up, release the head down. Coming up, hands, fingertips, head up, move forward. Okay, shift your weight forward. Shift your weight forward, Fernanda. Shift your weight forward. Yes, head up, way up. Good, and then you can either take hands to hips or use your arms and front. Good. Inner groins back. Tailbone forward, top thighs back, side of the sacrum forward. Knees a little soft. Everybody bend your knees. Go ahead, bend a lot, like you're gonna do in Utkatasana. Yeah, widen your knees. Yeah, wider. Yep, there we go. And then maintain that the best you can as you slowly straighten without locking your knees. Good, grip your elbows, lock your elbows, yeah. Good. Exhale, lower your arms. Okay, so pull your mat just a little bit more away from the wall this way and have two blocks. Stagger a little bit, yeah. And then you have your blocks at the back of the mat. Oh, I see. Right, and then you stand in front. Block up, right? Or whatever, right, you can be not too far away, right, unless you're like you're uber alone. Okay, and then Namaste keep them like all the way together. You're gonna firm the outer hips and root down into the outer feet. And then lift the inner ankles up through the inner knees and inner thighs up to the perineum. And then lift the tailbone forward, right, a little bit. Inner groins back and lift the pubic bone up a little. Lift all the way up the front of the spine to the front of the throat. Shoulder blades down, elbows firm, fingers extended. Eyes soft, chin up a little, yeah. Chin back, there you go, good. And then we separate jump the legs apart, which is Trikonasana, bend the elbows to knee, separate jump. Go wide so that your wrists are over your ankles. Extend your arms as you go, okay? Buttocks to heels, inner feet to inner groin, lift your kneecaps. See that your heels are on the same line with your toes, right? Outer edges of the feet parallel. Tail down, head up, shoulder blades down, elbows up. 6-pointed star. Front ribs to back ribs, buttocks to heels, pubic up, turn up. Good. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. Bend and turn your right leg out. And look to see your feet. Heel to heel or heel to insert. Back foot turns in a little bit. That's it. Good. And then really externally rotate that front leg. It's a forward bend. So if you haven't turned the head of the femur, you can't do the forward bend, right? So you really turn that leg and then maintaining that turn, press and bend the knee a little, press into the inside edge of that foot. And as you do that, lift the kneecap, engage the quadricep to straighten the leg. Try to straighten your leg without shoving the knee back. Press into the inner foot and lift the kneecap. Now, tuck your right buttock with your right hand. And press it, look at the props. Look at the props over here. Press it towards the props. Yes. And then bring your left hand on your left thigh and roll that back. Roll that, yes, without unturning your front leg. Yes, and lift your right hip up off your thigh. Lift your right hip up off your thigh. Yeah, turn your rib cage. So the side facing the side of the mat. Press your left thigh back. Yeah, there you go. Good. Extend your arms. Yeah, don't go into the pose yet. We're upright. Well, yeah, come this way. Yes, more. Yes, that's upright. Good. Draw the chin in. Turn your head, look to the right. Take a breath, and as you exhale, reach out to the right, and as you reach out to the right with the right arm, zip with the left arm. Turn your hips a little down towards the ground, so you can go to that forward bend. Move your sitting bones back towards your back heel. Take your hand on the block, top arm up, head back, palm facing. Yes, lift that top arm up. Don't settle in, we're not moving in yet, we're not moving in. Now, press into the outer back foot, lift the top arm, and inhale, come up. Go a little narrower for now, you're too wide. Yeah, always better to move the back leg, not the weight bearing front. Try to get more weight in the back leg, extend the arms, right body forward, left thigh back, turn your head, take a breath. Now, look here, as you go, don't try to keep your hips square, you're not gonna go anywhere, just let this turn a little, so you can move your sitting bones back and extend your torso forward. Right hand to the block, left arm up. Inner front foot, outer back foot, look to me. Yes, roll the top shoulder back, use the top arm. The top arm is lazy. Come on, lift and touch the ceiling with the top arm. Root into the outer back foot, inhale, come up. We're not moving in. Turn to the right, take a breath. And exhale, move the sitting bones to the back heel, move the torso to the front leg. Maybe you can lower the block this time. Right sitting bone forward, left thigh back, extend the bottom ribs as you move the sitting bones towards the back heel. And then roll, right sitting bone forward, left thigh back, turn the hips up, turn the ribs and waist up. Turn the shoulders, turn the head and look up. Roll the right shoulder back, but press that shoulder blade on the back to get you deeper into the twist. It's a twist, right? And a side bend. Good. Now root into the outer back foot, inner front foot, inhale, come up. Good. Exhale, hands to waist. Bend and turn, right leg in, left leg out. Heel to heel or heel to instep. So make sure the most important thing is the front leg turning out, and that includes the knee tracks to the top, right? The back foot turns in slightly, heel to heel or heel to instep. That's it. So really make sure you turn that front leg, and then bring your hand on the left leg and move it forward. Bring your other hand on the front of the right thigh and press it back. So you start to open the hips a little to the front, right? And lift the left hip off the thigh. Don't go into the forward bend yet. And turn the ribs to the side of the mat. Turn the ribs. Turn your ribs. Yes. And extend your arms. Yes, good. And turn, look to your left leg. Is it really turned out? Turn your left leg out. If the right hip rolls in a little, that's fine. Don't overdo. It's finding the right balance between the two, not trying to do everything at 120 and breaking your hips. Okay? Draw your chin back, shoulder blade down, elbows firm. Look to your left, turn your head. Now, as you go to the left, let your hips turn down a little so you can go to that forward bend and move your sitting bones towards the back heel as you reach the arm. And then down the block. Top arm up, okay? Press into the inner front foot, outer back foot. Now you're a little short. Amanda. Toe heel the back foot, not the front foot. Yes, there. Yeah, better. Okay, bend the front leg a little. You're a little tight on this side. Move your sitting bones towards the rope wall, towards the middle. Yeah, and open the chest. Yes, inhale, come up. Okay. So bend the front knee a little. I forgot to mention. Right, press into the inner front foot, outer back foot. Lift the kneecap of the front leg to straighten the leg. Don't shove the knee back, okay? Look to the left, take a breath, palms down, right? Turn a little, your back, yes. And then as you go, look here, look here. The sitting bones move that way, the torso goes this way. Yes, better. Don't lower your block, Amanda. I think you're better off a little higher. But yeah, top arm up, head back, left buttock forward, right thigh back, left buttock forward, left buttock forward, fourth person in front of you. Okay, and then you come up, use your arms and legs. Yeah, don't lock the front leg, back leg straight. You can bend the front leg a little, turn the head, take a breath, let your hips roll down a little, then you move your hips to the back heel, move your torso to the front leg. Hand down, yeah, head up. Good, for the left side going under, roll the right thigh back. Yep. Inner front foot, outer back foot. Now we're going to straighten out like you're able. Right buttock forward, left buttock forward, right thigh back, torso back, tuck your chin, down, turn, look up. Tuck your chin, yeah, and yeah, there you go. Good, we're into that hour back foot, your front foot, good, take a breath, inhale, come all the way up, use your arm and leg. Exhale, turn, step your hands, your legs together, do muscles to feet. Yeah. Good. Arms down. Tail forward, inner thighs back, firm knees, buttock down, your heels, firm torso, eyes stop. Good. Now, we'll do Parsvottanasana, so you can bring both your blocks to the front of your mat. You can right to the other right, to the other front, to the back. The other back. That's right. To the back of your mat. Yeah.
The other front.
Yeah, I'll mirror. Good, fingertips, yeah, step her down. Widen, twist over ankles, feet parallel, tail down, head up, extend the arm for legs and torso. Yes, let extend, good. Exhale, hands to hips. So now we're going to turn the hips to the rope wall, right? So you bend and turn, right leg out, bend and turn left leg in. You can adjust the back leg a little bit forward, side to side, whatever it is, like you did. So your back does have to turn in more. So your back foot, step it a little bit towards your front and out towards Susan. Step it towards Susan. So move it that way. Yes, good. Then turn the heel more. Turn the heel more back, more back, more back. Yes, now you can turn the hips more. Yes. Right. Okay. So right leg forward, left leg back, hands to hips, right? Press into the inner front foot. You can bend your front knee. Outer back foot, straighten the back leg. Work on straightening the front leg by lifting the kneecap up. Roll the left buttock around, outer right knee to outer right hip, hands to hips, firm your outer hips, firm your waist, try to lift your hips up off your thigh, don't go really forward, yes, buttocks down, good. And then inhale, lift the chest, exhale, come down, hands on the blocks, come to your fingertips, and actually bring your right hand to the outer right knee, find your right knee, pull it back to your outer right hip. Hook your thumb, use that hip, and pull that hip back. And as you do that, roll the left buttock around toward the front. And pull both the hips back as you extend both sides of the torso forward. And then press into the inner front foot, outer back, with hands to hips, pull the waist in, inhale and up. Good, try to come up just a little faster if you can. Bend your front knee a little. So you have a little, you don't have to lock. Please do not lock on the front leg, okay? And then firm hips, firm waist, inhale. You can lift your head up. And then exhale, come forward, and then down. Get your hands on the block. Hands on the blocks. Pull the right hip back. Pull the left buttock around. Extend the torso forward. Press strongly into the inner front foot, outer back foot, from the hips, from the waist, hands to hips, and come up. Okay. So again, we're not moving in yet, right? Okay. Right. So the whole idea, the big idea is, when you're in the pose, hold the pose as if you're going to come out at any moment. Okay. One more time. Hands on the blocks. Right. And pull that right hip back, roll the left buttock around, but keep space between the inner thighs. Don't crunch there. Right. And then you can shift your abdomen over your front leg. And then walk your hands forward and down. Right. And then push the floor forward and down. As you do for some leg. You can bend the front knee and up. Yeah. And take that outer hip back so the hips are square. And extend that right side equal to the left. The best you can. Shift your abdomen up over the thigh and then pull down. Not to overturn your head, look towards your leg. And bring your twist. There you go. Good. Okay. And then left buttock around to the front more and more, Emily. More and more. Yes. Yes. Right knee back to right hip. Pull the right hip back. Any amount. Yep. Left buttock down. Left buttock around to the front. Yes. Shift the abdomen more over the thigh. Yes. Good. Good. Okay. And then coming up, come back to your fingertips. And press into that inner front foot, outer back, from the waist, from the outer hips, look forward against the hips, and come up. Good. And then take the blocks, and we'll do the other side. Okay. So now your left leg is forward, right leg is back. Okay, inner front foot, outer back foot from the outer hips. Yeah, and turn, so your left knee back toward your left hip as your right body comes around, not too wide, front to back or side to side, not too much turn to the back foot. You have to be able to stabilize, right, and turn both, okay? And then bend the front leg, bend the front leg, bend it, yes, stay there and root. Now, imagine that you have never been camping, you gotta root that stake into the ground with your back heel. So root that stake, push your heel into the ground, the back foot, the back foot, the back leg, put more in, yes. You know how the weight just move back, inner front foot, outer back foot, right? So the front leg can bend a little, right? But then you work on straightening, it's the same like triangle pose, inner front foot, and then start to lift the kneecap. Keep the right body coming around. Take a breath, firm outer hips, exhale, come down. You can bend the front leg if you need to. And then draw that outer left knee back. Hook the left hand there, hook the thumb, and pull that left hip back as you roll the right body down and in. Yeah, head up, turn hips, head up, don't go into the pose yet. Fingertips. Yeah. What happened to that back leg? Now you 7/8 of your weight is slower. Push into the back leg. Push it, yes. That's why you push into the inner front foot. Pull the hips back, especially the left hip. Pull that left hip back. Hands to hip, in, come on. Good, stabilize the back leg, good. Right, yes, right back around, left knee, left hip, good. Squeeze the elbows in a little, inner front foot, outer back foot, inhale, look up, exhale, come down. Hands to the blocks, or on the ground, outer left knee to outer left hip, hold that hip back, roll the right buttock down. Good, inner front foot, outer back foot, maybe you can go a little lower, maybe not, stay there. Back leg, back leg, back leg, yes, hands to hips, inhale, come up. Oh, yes. You can move in yet? Yeah. Good. See how you got unstable, because you're putting all the weight on your hands and back leg is practically off the ground, right? So stamp that back leg, inner front foot, outer back foot, yeah, like a scissor, especially the back leg. And then throw the hips in, inhale, look up, and then exhale, you come down, hands to the blocks, continue to pull that left knee and hip back as you roll right buttock down. Then you're gonna shift your abdomen over your thighs, so you're not coming down in between. Right, you're coming down right over that thigh. Then you can bring the hand, maybe even on the ground, and push, and keep the inner thighs wide and pulling back, just like in down dog. Right knee to outer right hip. Whoa, yeah. If the abdomen turn, then, yeah. Better?
Yeah.
It's very wide, and now we go less wide.
Side, front, back.
From that. Yes. Good. Lift this one up. This big. Yes. Yes. Shift the abdomen over that thigh. Yes. Bend your elbows. Bring your hands on the ground. Bring your hands on the ground. Yes. Straighten your leg a little slowly. Straighten this leg slowly. Yes. Good. Okay. Good. And then hands to blocks. And then from outer hips, from torso, back leg. Yeah, so don't come up before putting your hands on your waist, okay? So you were like this, and then put your hands on your waist. Now, you're here, firm, and then you come up, okay? Super important, all right? And turn your step. Okay, good. Take your blocks now to the front of your mat like I have mine, exactly. Like that, exactly like that.
Which way? Is this right?
Like mine is, just like mine. Yeah, now face the cross, yeah, that's it, be together, so that's the team. Very good. Yep. Firm elbows, firm knees, breathe. Make this your Shavasana, mini Shavasana, right? So you still have to stand up and firm, right? But you're not like, it's not that effortful, is it? All right. So let this be a rest pose for you, even as you hold a bit of firmness, don't overly grip. Find some softening, find some spreading, find some release, even as you firm, right? So it's not all firm, okay? All right, and then stepper jump, legs wide. Okay, now, hands to hips, bend and turn, right leg out, so you face the rope wall, and left leg in. Good. That's it. And then adjust your back foot. So you don't want to be too narrow or too wide, too close or too far. Okay? And then outer right knee to outer right hip, left buttock comes around. Hands to hips, from the outer hips, you can bend the front leg, back leg super straight, okay? And then inhale, you look up, exhale, you come down. Keep your right hand on your hip, take your left hand to the block. Bend your front knee, yeah, that's it, good. And then, again, direct that outer right back, the outer right hip, you can hook your right thumb in that hip and pull it back, as you extend the torso forward, press strongly into the inner front foot, outer back foot. Walk your left knee closer and closer, eventually it goes across, right? And then you power that left shoulder blade on the back to turn and roll the right shoulder. Good, take the top arm up. Good, now look down. And right hand to your hip, left hand to your hip, inhale, come up. Firm torso, come up. Firm legs, come up. Good, take a breath. Wobble, and
Because it's like.
bend the front leg more. Yeah, okay. You can even bend the back leg. It's okay. Okay, so find your stability. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, come down. Left hand down, right hand on the hip, pull the hip back, extend the torso forward, roll the right shoulder back, power the left shoulder forward. Take the top arm up. Now keep your top arm up. Look down. Look down. Find your bottom arm, lift it up. Oh, no, we're not gonna do that yet. Take the hands to the bottom. Take the hands to the hip. Sorry, couldn't have you turn yet. Let's get the turn. So now, hands to hip, hips backwards or forward, left hand down, right hip down, and again, turn over to take your right arm. Now we'll hold it, we'll rest and then we'll move that way. But anyway, it's a little deeper. Yeah. And if it's too much to take your arm up, you can hand it. Yeah. Good. Right hip firm, left hip firm, pull the hips back as you extend the torso forward, we're straightening the front leg, and as hips go this way, torso goes towards the wall, just like in, yes, yeah, type in, good. Now we're to come out this time. You do, keep your top arm up. And then look down, and then lift your bottom arm and turn all the way to the other side. Now, left leg power right leg back. Yeah, there you go. And keep the block out of the way. Okay, you can just take your hands to it.
I like that.
Okay.
It's
It's okay.
I like it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna start with hand on. Oh, yeah. So left leg forward, right leg back. Yeah, good. Check the distance and you turn your hips. Yes. From the outer hips, take a breath. Exhale, you come down. Right hand on the block. Pull the left knee back, left hip. Pull the left hip back, extend the torso forward, power the right shoulder blade on the back. Turn, left shoulder rolls back. Look up, take the top arm up. Good, take a breath. Press into the inner front foot, outer back foot. Push your weight back into the back leg. Good. Now take your hand down, look down. From your hips, from your waist, hands to hips, inhale, come up. Back leg. Yeah. Well, between the other one and that one. That's where you find it.
That's
Sweet
okay.
spot, yeah.
Right.
Okay, from the outer hips, from the legs. Okay, from the waist, head up, take a breath, exhale, come down halfway. Now you bring that right hand down, left knee back, left hip back, from the hips, extend the torso. And power that right shoulder blade on back, roll the left shoulder up and back. Take the top arm up. Yeah, hips back, torso forward. So that's back, Susan, don't go back. Susan. Yes, that's much better. Press the right shoulder blade onto the back, hips back, torso forward, breathe. Firm the hips, good, beautiful. Take that top arm down, look down, firm the waist, hands to hips, firm the hips, come up, back leg. Good, take a breath, one more, okay? Hips up and up, down. Right hand down, hips back, extend the torso, revolve. Right shoulder blade on the back, roll the left shoulder back. Take the top arm up. Good. Breathe. In. Good. Tuck your chin, pull your head back, and then turn. Yes, and then outer left knee to outer left hip. No, stay there, stay there. Pull the left hip back, Fernanda. Pull it back towards the rope wall by straightening the front leg more and more. Yes, good. Now to come out, you bring that top arm down. Stay the top arm up, look down, you bring the bottom arm up. Yes, and then turn. And then stop. Good. Yes. Step together. Good. Okay. One more. Visarika wide-legged forward bend. Okay. So have your block, put your head in the front, and then you come to Samasana and breathe. Whatever you need for your head, not too far forward. Put it on your mat, Amanda, and stand up with the back. Because when you come into this wide leg, the heels go to the back of the mat. Move the blocks just a little more forward, towards the front of the mat, but on the mat. There you go. Now, bring your feet together, and firm your knees and elbows, firm your waist and hips, and then soften your skin and relax, or connected to your brain and sensitivity. So there's firmness, but there's also ease, right? Don't forget the balance of those two. Bring your head a little in, shoulders. Yeah. Good. Okay. Excellent. That more deep. Okay, and then step down, go wide. Yeah, and then take your heels at the back edge of the mat. Be parallel. Start your feet, hands to your waist. Take your hands to your waist. Now, bring your heels wide, wider, wider. This one. This one. Just the heel, not the toe. Just the heel. Yes, this parallel. Yeah, from the outer buttocks pressing to the outer feet. Lift the inner feet out to the inner legs. Front of the leg. Don't overdo. Don't harden your hips, right? Tailbone a little forward. Move your thumb a little up, and then soften the effort, Susan, about down a few percentages, 20 or 30. Yeah, good. That's it. And then inhale, lift the chest, head up, exhale, come down halfway. As you come down, try not to push the buttocks way back beyond the heels. Keep the buttocks over the knees and ankles as best you can. Take the hands down and have the hands just a little behind the shoulders, not in front of the shoulders. Good. And then widen the inner thighs and pelvic floor, roll the inner thighs back. And as you do that, lift the inner knees up to the outer hips, pull the outer hips back. And then keep the hips and knees over the ankles and extend the torso more forward. Head up. Good. And then come down. Head down. Good. And then come up. Inhale. Oh, come up. Yes. Firm waist. Hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Exhale. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, buttocks down, chest up, firm legs. Exhale, come down, bring the hands down. A little behind the shoulders, widen the pelvic floor, hips back, head up and forward, hips over the heels, head down, exhale, head up, straight arms, firm legs, tailbone down, hands to hips, inhale, come up, tailbone down before you even lift up. Exhale. One more, hold. Inhale, arms out, exhale, hands to hips, lift the chest, roll the shoulders, shoulder blades down, tailbone down, head up, exhale, you come down, hands down. Okay, and then widen your inner thighs, widen your pelvic floor, roll the inner groins back, outer hips back, firm the knees, take the torso forward, head up. And if you overlift the sitting bones, roll them down a little, roll them down a little. You can roll them down a little, and leave the knee. Okay. Okay, that's your shoulders, okay. Try to move it, stop, they're loose, okay. And then exhale and roll your hands back, and then you bend your elbows, so your elbows are over your wrists. And your wrists and elbows are the same line as your shoulders, side to side. Put it down and forward, and you're gonna head down. So, and you can widen your legs, right? You don't be able to go too wide. Palms flat. Bend your elbows back. Bend. Bend. Yes, like that. Bend your elbows. Push down. Bend your elbows. Push. Yes. Good. That's it. And breathe. Widen your thighs, press into the inner bones. Yeah, lift the kneecaps up. Roll the buttocks. And as you're here, you can also explore bending your knees if that's helpful. Bend and widen your bend. Widen your inner thighs. Good. Bend your elbows more. See if you can get your head a little lower. Good. Down. Good. Stay glued and slowly work on straightening your leg. Slowly. Yes. Push. Yeah. Good. Okay. Good. And then coming up, inhale, lift your head up. You can keep your hands back or bring them a little bit forward. If you got wide toe, heel the feet in just enough. Outer buttocks to outer feet, lift the inner knees and feet up, hands to hip, roll the sitting bones down. Lift the pubic up. As you come up, hamstring up. Good. And then bring the feet together. Samasana for the feet. Very good. Okay, so now we go to Janu Shirshasana. We're not going to stand today, we're doing Cholasana, okay? So, so now sit in Dandasana and have as many blankets as you need and belt. John, there's two shots, and I'm sitting down, yeah. Okay, so you're sitting on that blanket, and I just got it in my flushing about it. Actually, because I have a street and okay. So when you use the blanket, fold it in half like I have, yeah. And then bring it toward the back of the mat. So your legs extend out in front of you, and bring your hands on your support, press down, and firm the knees, flex the feet. Draw the sacrum in and up. Lift the side of the body up, out of the armpits, lift and roll the shoulders back, shoulder blades down, and the chest a little up. So it's like you're reversing the chest like you do in the beginning. Tuck the chin slightly, lift the base of the skull off the back of the neck. Soften the front ribs to the back ribs, buttocks down. Yeah. Yeah, and if you prefer no blanket listeners. Okay. Good. And then inhale, take your arms up for the Hastasana. Good. Firm your elbows, firm your knees. And lift the side of the body up. Take a breath, and then as you exhale, just tilt forward from however much your hips go. Stop there, bring your hands down. Just bring your hands on the ground. Like look. Yeah, that's it. Touch the ground, fingertips. Now look here. Press the leg down, lift the torso up. Tuck the chin. And then inhale, take your arms up. Back to Urdhva Hastasana, Dandasana. Exhale, fold from your hips. Hands down, wherever your hips go. Good. Tuck your chin. Lift your torso up, firm waist, firm legs, and move up. Don't lift your chin up too much, right? Just firm elbows, yes. Exhale, you come down. One more time. And let your chin drop down towards your chest. So, like we did in the beginning of class, not to make the head heavy, but curl the chin in towards the clavicular notch. Yeah? Good. That's it. And then head up, from the legs, from the arms, and come all the way up. Palms in, good, and here, this part, in, yes, good, straight elbows, good, exhale, lower your arms. So you start to find that a lot of this is a lot more about strength, but they're both included. So now let your right leg turn out, pull the knee out, and bring it on the inside of the thigh. And then move your left leg out to the side, and then adjust, so your pelvis, the pelvic floor is pointing straight forward. So the more like a half crusty Padottanasana. Don't go as wide as you possibly can, but go a little bit wider. And then you're gonna sit with your hands behind you and lift up in Dandasana and check your Dandasana leg. Right, it's firm and foot is flexed. Good. And if your knee is very lifted, maybe take another blanket under your hips. Like that. One more blanket. Yeah. Or you can, bring something just under your knee, because that's not helpful. That's not me. That looks better. Move your left leg a little out to the side. There you go. Good. That's it. Lift nice and straight, and then you're going to turn towards your bent leg. One hand on either side. It's a twist. Yep. Sit up nice and straight, and look back at your extended leg. Yeah. Good. And then turn. Good. And then you're going to walk your right hand forward, left hand forward, coming in the direction of the knee. Don't overshoot the knee. Look down to your knee. Yeah. And have your hands equal distance from either side of the knee. Bring your left hand, right hand more in, Fernanda. Yeah, there you go. And then you walk in that direction. So you can use blocks also, hands on block. I would recommend. And then you push down, even nice for me, to push down into the block. And then the left hip likes to roll up, so you don't have to keep it glued down. Let's see if you can roll the left buttock a little bit down as you go in the direction of the bent leg. Yeah.
Should I do this or the blanket, or should I descend?
You should descend. Yeah. And look at your foot. Make sure your foot's not over. Yeah, there you go. Good. Yes, good, Fernanda. Good. Bring the left ribs around more. Turn your torso more. Yes. And bring your left arm more forward than your right. Bring your left arm towards the knee, towards the middle of the room, No, straight forward. Reaching. Yeah, the left one, not the right. Yes. Okay. And then come on up. Come back. Come up in the direction of the twist. Right? Stay twisted. Just got vertigo. Drop the left hip down. Stay in the direction of the twist. Drop the left hip. Yep, sit up straight. Yes, lift the chest. Yes, and then come back to the center. Good. 2 hands behind. I think that is me. I'll get it. And then you twist towards the straight leg. Couple of breaths, just twist it. Hand on the block, maybe use the blocks to Yeah, good. Then you go in the direction of that, right? So you start to walk. And you have to, this leg glues down, as you can see, right? Because the bad knee, it's not going, right? So then you're like, oh boy, I really feel that on that right side, right? So then you look up, shifting the abdomen and turn, you can keep going, yeah? You're definitely getting more stress on that right side. In this one. Yeah, you can hold the foot, you can use block, you can use a belt. Good. And then when you come in that direction of the twist. Okay? Come up in that direction of the twist, and you go straight. So straight, say come in and up. Flex the foot with the, yeah. If you're getting hyperextended, then you have to keep the blanket. Okay. If it's, yeah, but we're gonna come now back to the center. Now you bring the left leg straight ahead, and we're gonna keep the right leg just a little bit more out. Okay, classical geometry of Shavasana, yeah. Inject the straight leg, yeah. Move your left leg to the left a little bit more. There's too much in the middle. Move it to the left, more. Move the right leg out more if you can. Move the right leg out. Yes, 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 yes. That's it. Good. Both hands behind, set up nice and straight. So you extend the bent leg and externally rotate. Right? Extend the inner leg, retract the outer leg, turn the head of the femur bone in the hip socket. And with the straight leg, inject it as you extend this one, right? And then you lift that right hip up and turn over the left leg. Inhale, take your arms up, we're the Hastasana. Exhale, you fold over, take your hands down, head down, shift your abdomen and turn your, yes. Now, roll your hips down, lift your head up and move up. Good. And inject the straight leg, extend the bent knee, externally rotate, lift, shift, turn, take a breath. Exhale, you come right over that leg, hands down, back and neck long. Good. Root the hips and thighs down, and again, inhale them up. Good. Turn the wrist. Turn, it's a twist. Inject the straight leg and extend the bent knee and roll it. Lift the chest, shift and turn. Exhale, you move. And then you hold the leg, the foot wherever you can, hands on the ground, you can use a belt. I think you just leave the belt. Yeah, head down. Good. Hands on the ground. Bring the hands on the ground. The hands on the, yes. And roll the right ribs around. Return. Yes. You do it from the rib cage. Yes. Yes. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. And then wherever you are, inhale, head up. Stay there. Exhale. And then root the hips and thighs down, especially the roots of the thighs, right? And then inhale, take your arms back up over Hastasana. Turn towards that straight leg. Lift and shift and turn. Good. Exhale, lower your arms. Good. Move down to the other side. So extend. And then let your left leg turn out, go back. And then bring the right leg out to the side. And see that your right pace is straight ahead from that, right? Back it out in the middle. Oh well, no. Sometimes we'll tell it's 22. Not. Yeah. Okay, so bring your hands behind. Bring your right leg out to the side, Susan. Yeah, there you go. Try sitting up on 2 blankets. Here, you can have this one. It's my knee. And sometimes we'll do this range method check we got. You want to have all of that on the right leg. Also nice. Take your hand up. Looks good. Don't take your right leg so much out to the side. Yeah, bring your left knee more out. Yes, good. That's better. Okay, so nice and straight. Stay from in and up. Try not to lean back. Okay, from in and up. Yes, good. Turn towards your bent knee. Right hand on the inside, left leg on in now. This left hip lifts. So drop the left hip down. And then look here. Drop this down. Yes. Lift the torso and turn. Yes. In the direction of the knee, and then you walk. Left hand goes to the outside, right hand goes to the inside. You start to walk. Yeah, you can use the blocks, you can check your back legs in Dandasana, it will lift and roll and roll, right, as you go. So you drop it, shift it to turn, and extend it, yeah, good. And then take the head down, but not to drop it, you know, don't let it be heavy. Yeah, yes, Amanda, that's better. Shift and turn more over your leg. Yes, like that, yes. Good, drop the right buttock, drop the right hip, yes. Roll the right buttock down. Drop it, push it back, yes, like we didn't do any, good. And then come back up in the direction of the twist. Yeah, just don't go too far, too fast, okay, just stay more upright here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, and then you come up, stay all the way up, lift the chest, come back to the center, lift the chest, and then go to the other side, twist, upright twist, to the straight leg, yeah. So here, look. Oh, yes, right, from the sacrum, and then you walk in the direction of that leg. Oh, now, this leg, the left leg is really rooted, you can't move this hip, right? So, but if you try to lift it, turn it, and extend in the direction of the straight leg. Yes, bring your left ribs around, and bring your left arm more forward, Fernanda. Yes, don't overturn your head, but turn your torso, bring your head back to the center, yes. And go, yes, like that, yes, that's enough, be there and breathe. Okay, and then inhale, you come up in the direction of the twist. And you walk back in the direction of the twist, come back up into the twist. Yes, and then come back in the center. Good, and then we just take the leg in since we didn't do it on the other side. So the right leg straight, left leg out to the side. Okay, so your straight leg, you inject into the hip socket. The bent leg, you extend and externally rotate and retract the outer leg to the outer hip. Right, so turn the leg, turn, and so as you go, you can put your left hand in the outer hip and roll it back, like we did in those standing poses, like hooking the thumb and roll that thigh back. But the hip, look here, the hip joint is where the thigh meets the hip socket, right? So the root of the thigh, you're turning back, but look here, the hip lifts up, shifts forward, it's turning around, just like you did at the beginning of class, the head of the fingers, right? And you're going in the direction of this leg, okay, and then upright. So, lift and shift, and then hold that leg, hands down, tuck the chin, take a breath, root the hips and thighs down, come up, arms up, and turn that left hip around. Yeah, not just and inject the right leg into the hip socket. Yes, you're overturning a little bit, Susan. Yeah, and shift the abdomen, come down. Bring the outer hips and thighs, and then you'll come up again. Yes, reach up, turn, extend the bent leg, inject the straight leg, roll the left hip over the thighs, you shift and turn the abdomen and come over the right leg. And then hold the other foot and bring it down. Good, and take a couple of breaths, yes. So the blanket under your leg, Fernanda, should be behind the knee, not pushing the calf up. So open it up and down. Oh, there, that's good, yeah, better. Good. And keep bringing the left hip around, the left ribs, yes. Like in triangles, you need to move the hips a little, right? And first go to Nelson. Okay, and then inhale, lift just your head up. Walk backward, and then inhale, take your arms back up. Lift and exhale, and lower your arms, and extend your leg. Okay, very good. So we'll do shoulders down, but before we do that, we'll do bridge times 3. Okay, so take a blanket like this, and have the I'll show you from this angle so you can see. So you can keep yours towards the back of your mat. I'm moving my toes so you can see. Okay, then you lie down, shoulders on, head off. Bend the elbows, bend the feet, roll the hips forward, and then you'll come up. So this gives you the ability to roll the shoulders under and free up the neck a little bit. Can you see? Yeah, and you'll come up. First time, just the arms like this. Second time, you'll come up again and interlace the fingers and roll the shoulders under, right? And then third time, if you want, you can reach the ankles, right? Or you just repeat. Okay? That's not me. Anyway. Okay. That's common vibrating. Okay. It might be more. No, it's mine. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. You have to turn the vibrate off too. Just just the shoulders on, head off. Bend your knees just like you were doing your bridge pose, or doing bridge pose. Yeah, and then bend your elbows. Okay, no, it's not, I know, you're too far back, Susan. Too far forward, shoulders are off, yeah, there you go. Now, you bend your elbows, bend your knees, roll your thighs, and press into the inner feet, press into that, get it outer of the upper arm, roll the hips forward and inward thumb. And as you come up, it's gonna adjust, right, and then you pull the shoulders under. Yeah,
Oh, I see.
right, so.
Oh, all right.
Your blanket is also a really. Yeah. So it's a little mushy. A little better. And back a little more. There, and then you come down to your feet, then, yeah, yes,
Oh,
yeah, there you go. Now extend your arms and then place your fingers and roll your shoulders under more, so just like you would do a shoulder stand, right? And so next time you can even have this further here, a little further too much in your neck still, but try to, when you roll the shoulders under, it's not about pulling the shoulders away from the ears, right? It's about rolling underneath the
Yeah.
bottom, underneath, so that's why I use the blanket and then lift the back ribs up, lift the trapezius up, lift the buttocks up, good. Yes, good, Amanda, lift the hips, roll the outer diaphragm down, good, beautiful, and then undo your hands, come down. Take a rest, and we'll do it one more time. Okay, and this time, you can take your feet even closer, if it's easier enough for you to extend your arms and touch your heels even, right? So you can do that one, Chaturpadasana. Okay, or you can just keep your elbows bent, or go back to that interlace asana. Okay, so again, bend your elbows, come up, and then start with your elbows here, yeah, spread your palms and activate your arms, stay activated. Here. Yeah, roll the shoulders here, and when you come up, don't lift your chin, right, the back of the leg, let it be soft, that's it. Good, and lift up, lift your hip, good, roll your shoulders under more. Yes, that's why the blanket's there, yes, and lift your hips, come on, no, keep your arms there, for a minute. Lift your hip, I'm gonna give you a little lift, okay? Okay. Here. Yes, good, now extend your arm and interlace your fingers. It's straight arm, you interlace your fingers, and roll your shoulders up, yes, and we'll let go, and stay there, good. That's it, look the back of the neck lengthen, good, then toes in, look. Turn the feet in, no, you don't have to hold, but just turn your toes in, yes, that's it, good. Easier, take the hand towards the buttocks, yes, okay, lift the buttocks, yeah. Let the neck lengthen, don't harden yourself, yeah, yeah, come on, lift your hip, power it up, good. Now undo your fingers, down. Good, okay, Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. So, if you know you don't need a chair to go to Halasana, you don't have to do that. But you have at least 3 blankets, if not 4, okay? So one, yeah, and put this, are you need a chair? Yes, okay, so you put it this way. So that the chair's in the middle of the room, you're gonna move it. Then it would be like this. And then I think everybody comes back on top of that is an insert for your neck. Yeah. That's right. Well, I'm very comfortable, you don't need it, but she's not very comfortable, you know, so she's gonna need it, you know. So you put an open blanket. Yes, and then 3 blankets on top of that, and you need belt also can block. Okay. No, that holding. This is, yeah, just like you get it out of the problem. And if you have the clean edge to that, I would put another blanket. And again, just get another blanket. Yeah, and then you make your belt. A little bit. And then you have a block here. Okay. So can I show yours? Yeah. Okay, go ahead and put that down. No, the other way, clean edge. So this is where your neck is gonna be, so you want the clean edge, you're not the tassels, right? And then you stack it back just a smidge so that you don't push it forward. Okay? So if you know you can do it. You lie down. You put the block under once you lie down. Okay, and then you want to have about an inch here for your shoulders. And then you push the chair away. Then you hold the belt. And then you swing the legs up. feet on the chair. Now after I do the arms, I put this over, and then look here. I pull the belt apart and roll the shoulders under like we did, right? And then I bend one by one and swivel, right? Hands on the back, and then you lift one leg buttock forward, leg up and back. To the other leg, and we might do some ecopod here, you see, okay? And then bring the feet, look here. That's how you get the belt up. Then I'll help you, when you come down, make sure you remember you're landing on a block, okay? And then you push yourself back and rest here. So you might need this bigger. Your shoulder. Okay. So push the, take the block into your hips. Yeah. So don't put the block first line it, then take the block, yeah. That's good. Okay, it's important the shoulders stay on the blanket. Ideally you get the neck off, right? But more important is the shoulders stay on. So, and then you put the block under, you pull the belt, you push the chair away. Yeah, and then you swing up, you bring your feet on the chair. Then let go of the chair, and then hold the belt, and then swing the knees up to the chest, and look down towards your throat. Look down, yeah, and then swing your hips up, swing, swing your legs. One arm up. Feet to the chair, good, now take the belt around your wrist, try to keep your feet on the chair, turn your palms out, Susan, all the way, and roll the shoulders under, pull the belt apart, lift and roll, lift and roll. Yes, and then bend the elbows one by one, stay there. And lift here, yes, and let the back of the neck one, don't stop, yes, lift, and be strong in your legs, yes, that's it, pull this apart and roll the shoulders under. Lift the trapezius up. Yes, now bend the elbows one by one, bend and swivel, bend and swivel. So now you get over the elbows, and now hands on the back, bend your elbows, hands on the back, good. Fingers up, yes, thumbs here, yes, rock your hands down and lift the skin up, yes, straight leg, firm legs, good. Take a breath. You okay? Firm your thighs. Lift. No, don't lift your leg yet. Just lift your thighs up. Lift your buttocks up with your legs. Straight leg. Yes, lift. Now lift one leg up. Strong leg. Good. Flex the foot. Flex. Good. Roll the thigh in and straighten the leg. Good. And move the buttocks forward. Yes. Now take this leg back to the chair. And do that with the other leg. Good. Flex. Yes. Roll the thigh in. Good. Straighten. Good. Buttocks forward. Now take the other leg up to meet this one. Yes, good. That's it. Walk your hands a little down your back as you're able, and move your buttocks forward and up, and your legs up and back towards the elbows. Lean back a little towards the elbows. Get the weight in the elbows. Good. And breathe. You okay here? Relax your eyes and face and look in. Yeah. Good. Strong legs. Now, yeah, work on ecopod. So with your right leg straight, lower your left leg down halfway. See if you can touch the chair. Good, flex both feet, Susan. Yeah, roll the right thigh in. Inject the left leg into the hip socket. Yes, and lift it up to meet it. Good. Yes, Fernanda. Good. And then lift that leg up and do that on the other side. So the top leg stays straight. It's your, keeps. It's like the back leg in the standing poses, right? It's your foundation. Stay there and breathe. So see how you flap the inner foot. Yes, lift the inner foot and pull the outer foot. That's an important thing for you to straighten out. Now have your foot for a second, relax your foot, relax this foot. Yes, and can I have it just, yes, like that. Okay, lift, yes, very good. Inject and take this leg back. Yes. Good. Now, maybe you've had enough. How you doing? Okay. Okay, we can give it a lift. Yeah. Okay. And here, yes. Yeah, good, yeah. Good, and then take one leg to the chair and then the other leg, we can Halasana. Yeah, so if it's easy enough for you, Susan, next time, just use a bolster.
Oh, instead of the chair?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah, and then eventually you get rid of the chair.
right, I do it for,
Yeah, good, Fernanda, and stay there with that leg, bring the other leg down, lead it. try not to look up, because that hardens the back of your neck, right? Because the eye muscles back here, so, yeah. Now you take the belt off, strong way, you can get the belt off, swivel, yeah, there you go. Yeah, good. That's it, now, you can bend your knee, you can just roll out, stay here, bring the tops of the feet on the here, so bend your knees, bend, yeah. Good, and these are the tops of the feet, so relax your foot, can you relax your foot? Yeah, relax your whole foot. You have, okay. Everybody, yeah, so this is another pose you can do, will help you, yeah. Now you're gonna slowly come out, okay, try to pick the blocker, you land on the block. Okay, and then bend your knees and lower your feet down. And then you can scoot yourself back a little bit, so your shoulders come up. Again, you take a little rest. Yeah, good. Yeah, so it's a little rest for your neck and upper back. And you can have your legs straight or bent. And then you're gonna scoot back more when you're ready and have your hips on the ground and bring your legs up on the support and be in Baddha Konasana. Yeah, move yourself back, yeah, pull it nice and long, yeah. And then it's easier than pushing those forward, just keep moving back more, yeah. And then feet together, knees apart, but it's just off the support. Take a deep breath, remember to grab your glasses. And then inhale, bring your legs together. And separate your feet, take a breath, and then you're gonna cross your legs and release your legs into Sukhasana, easy pose. Supta Sukhasana. Yeah. Good, and let the inner and top leg release. In this one. Relax your hands and fingers, let them curl, don't extend, yeah. And then inhale, bring your legs up. Uncross your feet, take a breath, widen your feet, relax your groins. Maybe move back a little or forward, adjust, and then you're gonna do the opposite cross. Repeat, Supta Sukhasana. Release the inner legs and the tops of the thighs. Inhale, and bring your legs together and cross your feet, separate your feet, take a breath. And then you're gonna rest in your reclining Shavasana, so you can just scoot back and bring your legs on the blankets, or you can turn around and adjust your blankets and bring your head the other way, whatever you want. So that if you use the blankets for support, you have one under the head, even under the knees if needed, or no blanket, and just relax. You can have your head whichever way. Just a little bit away from the sides, palms up, and if there's a drop in your weight, just adjust so it's not touching. You don't want to feel that when you're resting. And then, so your body is like a tortoise coming out of its shell, right? Arms and legs coming out of the pockets. Let it go. Yeah, butts. That's okay. I wish I could. It's good. Good. Give her about another minute. Let me know. Deeper breath. Begin to awaken your body. If you can, move mindfully. When you're ready, bend your limbs one by one. Pause to observe and breathe. Take your time and move over to your side when you're ready. In the fetal position for a couple of breaths. And then making your way up to sitting when you're ready. And you're closing chin all together. And you can take them to the mood if you like. You just rest your hands down. Breathe in and out, and prefer to be. And then inhale deeply for all. All together. Asadoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Oh, Lord, Namaya, Lord, Lord, Buddha Shute, Lord, Lord, Namaya, Lord, Oh, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath and lift your heart. Maintain that lift, and as you exhale, release your head over forward and release your hands down to your thighs and pause for a few breaths here. Again, lifting the center and the sides of the body, roll the upper arm bones back, soften the throat, and release the head down, keeping your eyes closed. And surrender again the brain to the heart. And keep a sense of yourself emanating from your heart center, side, back, and front. And with your eyes closed, on an inhale, slowly curl up the back of your neck and rest your ears over your shoulders. Lift the base of the skull off the back of the neck, and with your eyes closed, bring your gaze to level and move your eyes again to the back of your head. And drop down into your heart center. And as you allow your eyelids to gently float open, keep yourself situated in your soft, warm, gentle heart. And that's it. Thank you. Okay. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your week.
Happy birthday, any
Thank you.
more celebrations?
Yes, in fact. Dinner Saturday, dinner Sunday.
Yeah, where?
Saturday in the city
Okay.
and Sunday at Arby's. You've been there?
No.
Yeah, we were there this Sunday, with my friend Donna, who came out to teach and we were to Arby's, and so my friend April's taking me to Arby's on Sunday. I turned 60 yesterday morning.
Oh, congratulations. Welcome to the club.
All right, enjoy them. Looks like there might be sunshine out there.
Oh, a little, today is slightly better. But
Okay.
too cold.
It's cold here too. It's bright, but it's cold. Yeah. Okay, Maureen, see you next week.
Yeah.
Good weekend. You guys, thanks for observing, Jenny. Thank you. She's gonna be like, oh.
Learned so much.
How was it for you?
It's good.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, it's, well, cause it's different when you're doing.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah. So I'll be interested to hear what you have to say about it.